Welcome back to Project 613. Today we continue learning the laws of damages in the Torah. And yesterday we spoke about unexpected damage that is caused by someone's animal and the laws that pertain to that. Today we talk about expected, normal, natural damages that could be caused by one's animal and the level of responsibility that the owner would bear. So there are two categories within this, two examples that the Torah gives. This is known in the Talmud as shein and regel. And this has to do with when an animal either goes into someone's field and eats their produce, or an animal that goes into another person's field and tramples upon the produce or upon other things in the field and ruins them and destroys them. Both of these examples are to be expected from an animal. They are natural occurrences when an animal walks around. And therefore, unlike yesterday when we spoke about goring, which the law is that since goring is usually unexpected, therefore the owner only has to pay half the amount of the damage and restitution. When it comes to today's examples, shein and regel, which is if my animal goes into someone's field and either tramples or eats from the produce there, in such a case the owner must bear full responsibility and has to pay restitution in full. Now, of course, this only applies to the situation in which my animal entered into someone's private field or into someone's private land. But were this damage to take place in the public domain, then it would be a different story. And again, the reasoning is the same, because since this is an expected sort of damage, it's very expected that when an animal walks, it will eat or it will trample on things. Therefore, in the public domain, a person needs to be careful not to leave their things there, not to leave food there, or not to leave anything that they don't want to be trampled on. And therefore, in such a situation, it wouldn't be the owner of the animal that would be responsible. Rather, it would be the person who left their things there who basically inflicted this damage upon himself. And therefore, in such a case, the owner of the animal would be exempt. Now, in addition to these examples of either eating or trampling, these are only the specific examples that the Torah gives, but the Talmud teaches us that really anything that is similar in nature to this would also fall into this category. So, for example, any type of expected damage that an animal causes that would be similar would have the same law. For example, if an animal waves its tail and breaks someone's belongings, or if the animal rubs its body on the wall, both of these two examples, again, are natural things that the animal does when it's walking, and therefore the same law would apply, that if this happened through the owner's negligence, because the owner allowed his animal to go into someone's private domain, and then the animal did one of these things, then the owner of the animal would have to pay full restitution. But if this were to happen in the public domain, then we would say the owner is exempt, because since this is an expected type of damage, therefore the other person should have been more careful with their belongings and not left it in a place where it could potentially be damaged by an animal that is walking by. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.